I don't know a single other group of guys that can land in a brand new city, meet each other for the first time, and everybody have dates lined up within a day. Yeah, first time for me out here in Barcelona. Obviously, first entourage meetup ever. So I wanted to make sure that I was a part of it because I was really excited to come out here and meet the guys for the first time. So yeah, this is a really interesting trip for me because I've known the guys in the chat for about 2 years at this point, and we've already shared so many great stories and laughs and experiences together, but this is the first time I get to actually meet them in person. Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation there, like making friends virtually and then 2 years later meeting up in person. So it was good. We all got together and got along very smoothly from the jump. So but my experience so far, I got right off of the plane and started firing away per usual. I was very excited to get some dates lined up for myself here in Barcelona, and I will call out too, it was really cool getting together with the new members. So we've got guys like Luke out here, just fresh off of their immersion and already putting in reps with the more seasoned veterans of the entourage. So that was really cool to see. So yeah, my experience, I hopped off the plane, bussed over to this area I'm staying in, Catalunya, and right away I was putting up shots. I was walking over to girls, and it's really easy at this point. You know, it's interesting because I remember initially during my immersion, things, you know, the skill set itself I had, but I didn't necessarily know how to put all of the pieces together as far as walking over to the girl, getting the number, and then what do I do after that? So having about 2 years of experience under my belt now makes things way easier because I've already kind of got an idea of what to do. And so that's why I was able to line up dates back to back. So I'll tell you boys about that shortly. But so far my favorite experience honestly has been getting together with the guys that I've been speaking with for the past years now and making content together. That was one of the most absolutely fun things that we did. Was I got to record Kristian firsthand. I got to record some of the other guys in their first infields as well, and then they did a ton of recording for me too. So we're a dangerous group when we get together. I don't know a single other group of guys that can land in a brand new city, meet each other for the first time, and everybody have dates lined up within a day. So that's an insane thing to think about. So yeah, when I landed, I walked up to a handful of girls. 2 girls that I met on the first day I ended up having dates with. So I met one girl closer to the end with Balthus actually, where he and I went out for our first session together. This is funny because this is the first time we met ever, and we both lined up dates from that session, which was really cool. So yeah, I remember I was near the cathedral and I met a girl that was shopping for her parents. She was going to see her parents back in Estonia. So I ended up lining up a date with her for that night. Just after lining up that date, I got to meet Luke, one of the other entourage members, so he came out with me and Balthus too, and we got to show him the ropes a bit and see him going for his first few approaches with more eyeballs on him as well. So he was getting on really well, and so yeah, date went great there. What's interesting, I even told Kristian about this, it's funny when the skill set gets overwhelmingly effective, because at a few points I had dates lined up and I was deciding, well, do I go on the date? I know I'll be a little tired on the following day and I'll want to get content, but it was pretty hard to turn the dates down, especially you worked this hard to build the skill set and solidify it. And so so that was day one. That was great. Sent a few chats through to the entourage. Second day was I met a girl when Joseph met me for the first time. He caught me in set, which is pretty cool. He caught me in set with a girl from Barcelona. She was sitting on a bench, and I approached her looking like a hobo. I still had what looked like a knapsack on my shoulder. And we had a great conversation, hit it off. Funny enough, saw Joseph out of the corner of my eye, but thought he was just some random bloke who was recording. Another hobo. Yeah, I thought another hobo. We were tag teaming her, but turns out, it was him recording a clip of me for the first time. And so I did end up going on a date with that girl, which was great. And then finally I met a Russian girl while filming with Kristian, while filming one of the uncut infields. And it was one of the infields, something to highlight, that wasn't going very well actually. I was getting a ton of blowouts back to back to back, plenty of girls just walking straight past me. And we ended on this girl who ended up stopping. She really likes me, and I brought her out on a date the next day. So yeah, we were 3 for 3 in Barcelona, which is pretty cool. Once again, it's interesting, learning the skill set and then having a, applying it religiously, and now all of a sudden it's like I can land in a new country, barely speak the language, and I can really just make things happen.